Yo, what's up? This is a special episode. This is not a Let's Try, this is a full playthrough. This is Wacky Races. 1992, May 1992, by Atlus. I don't know if it was both designed... Hold on, I have it up. Yeah, developed and published by Atlus. So this is a pretty dang easy game. It's also a childhood game. I must have rented this, because I never owned it. And spoilers, it's really expensive now. While chasing a homing pigeon, Dastardly's plane crashes. Muttley grumbles and hurries to rescue Dastardly. Alright, so Wacky Races, the bad guys are Dick Dastardly, the guy you saw in the picture, and then his dog Muttley. You play as Muttley in this. So this is interesting. I had no idea. So this game came out in 1992. The show aired, Trev, get ready for this, from September 14th, 1968 to January 4th, 1969. 4 months during their Saturday morning whatever. There were 17 episodes. And yet 25 years later they were like, yeah, let's make a...
And not just once. You were looking it up that there was like a Dreamcast game, a Europe-only PS2 game, and then the one I know of is, I guess the most recent is they did a Wii game.
Wii and DS for that, by the way. So,
I guess just one of those games that people are like, remember Wacky Races?
Right, which is like, I remember it, but I did not know that it was 17 episodes. Alright, real quick, before I continue on to it, if you look on the bottom where the heart is, where in the middle, as you get these bones, they scroll through it. So right now I'm on the heart. When I press select, I use it, and I get not only an extra heart, but a heart replacement. Every time you get a bone, so every 4 bones, you can get another full heart. This game is incredibly easy.
One of the, we take that for granted, because that's one of the, there's like 10 easy games on the NES out of 800.
Now, what you want to do is obviously get as many. Oh, by the way, there are 2 different attacks. I'll show you. Look, I already have 5. Obviously, if you die, I think it goes away. But so there are 2 different attacks. There's the bomb, and there is the bark.
I like how you just randomly...
I don't like the bark, and here's why. Do you see how, like, what? Press. When I press it, it takes a little bit.
Delayed.
And it's purposely delayed, obviously. But
I hate the bark. Prove me wrong.
Yep, exactly. But luckily, we just get that back, and we're good. I
just
wanted to show that.
Just like Let's Tries, Spencer's been getting a lot of expensive NES games recently for specific reasons. Spencer would know what this is, but I have no idea. I'm just gonna say, just like normal, just loose. I have no idea. $200? You said it was really expensive.
It's not like Little Samson or anything, but it is not cheap.
Wacky Races. Of course, Spencer has it complete because he's God.
Alright, so this is...
like... $350?
This is the Creepy Coupe driven by the Gruesome Twosome.
So loose it's $350, and just because Spencer has it, what's it complete?
I think 7, 8, 9, something like that. If you can find it. Oh, I might actually die here. No, jump over me. No!
Yeah, one's without...
Oh, I died.
Ones without manuals are in sort of rough shape. They're like 700.
I was...
complete, they're like 800.
I was really hoping I could get through this without dying, but this first boss, since you don't have a lot of life, and it kind of like randomly jumps, I got BTFO'd. It's over. At least we can just have fun now. I mean, I'm still obviously going to beat this game.
It is fine. And plus, I didn't even get to see you die because I was looking at my phone.
It didn't happen. Stop the count.
Uh-oh. Oh, you died and you kept the hearts?
I kept the hearts. Wow.
That's very nice.
And, by the way, this game gives you, lives like they're going out of style. Oh, the only thing I have to do is I have to get back the wings. So the wings, the third one, allows you to, like, wag your tail like a dog. and stay in the air. Stay in there longer.
I was gonna comment that it's a weird power for a dog to have, but yeah, it's literally a wing power up.
Yeah, and it just I've definitely seen cartoons do it before, where like a dog has a tail, so therefore it can become like a bird kind of thing. Can I just literally grab that? Okay, you probably have to do the wag tail thing. I have to try slightly.
By the way, I want to just talk about this for a second. I want to show my own playthroughs. I'm working on a game that we've been talking about, Alpine, for a long time. It is an original Xbox game. It's not Psychonauts.
Dino Crisis.
It's not Dino Crisis because I'm never going to play that piece of crap again. But I'm excited. I'm just waiting for Spencer to finish Silent Hill 2 first because it's very similar.
Curse Eye of Isis.
No, but that'd be cool. I've never played that game though.
Oh, Obscure.
No.
Oh.
It's technically also a PS2 game, but the Xbox version is the best.
Oh, Prince Persia.
No.
Oh,
I said it was similar to Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, no, but like that's the first one I think of when I'm like games we wanted to do.
Yeah, I do want to do Prince of Persia, and I'll probably do the Xbox.
Oh, check this out. Oh, wait. Okay, I thought it was right there. Never mind. Continue your thing. Eventually, it'll land on me.
Anyway, it's Fatal Frame.
Ooh.
It'll be fun, but
we did 2 before.
I don't want to do it while Spencer's doing Silent Hill 2 because they're very similar.
Yeah. We need something to not make us constantly depressed. Oh, okay, so 6 is the max hearts you can get. However, when I lose hearts, I'll still, like, gain them back. So at this point, all you want to do is just keep it on the heart, and then when you get to the boss, you essentially have 12 hits, which is, like, insane. Yeah. Oh, yeah, check this out.
OST is pretty good.
I mean, it's Atlus, bro. Okay, so I just want to keep it like this. It's just so surprising that this is a game that I definitely played as a kid.
I do have very loose memories about this, but if you played it, I was probably very young.
Hello. Okay, so each one has 2 parts. By the way, this is the Army Surplus Special, driven by Sergeant Blast and Private Meekley. It's just amazing that a show that only had 17 episodes had, like, I'm not saying that this is, like, in the cultural zeitgeist of 2024 or anything like that, but, like, enough staying power for them to make, like, 4 different generations of games.
Yeah,
it's, like, just
over the course of, like, 20 years.
Right. I expected when I looked it up, because I know shows back then didn't have, like, a ton of episodes, like, I can't look it up right now, but, like, the amount of Flintstones episodes is, like, surprisingly low. Like, you would think, like, oh, it's, like, 200, but I think it might be more like 60.
I'll look that up.
I might be completely wrong, but I kind of remember being, like, impressed with that, just being like, oh, really? But that's just kind of how shows were back then. It wasn't even a thing, like, for, like, a Simpsons to be around for, like, 30 years or whatever.
How many Flintstones vitamins should I take per day?
All of them, bro.
I love Google.
Dude, those Flintstones vitamins are nasty.
They are super disgusting. Actually, Flintstones has 166.
Okay, so a lot. I take that back then.
But it did only go for about 6 years.
So they really pushed him out then. I say this. At least
Jetsons only has 75.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Jetsons isn't as.
I say this once in a while, but like seasons of shows like normally are like. Nowadays it's different because they'll just be like, hey, we're releasing the entire 20 episodes on Netflix immediately, right? But like, and obviously back in the day it was like every week, tune in for whatever. But with cartoons specifically, it's really weird. Like SpongeBob, I think got to 100 episodes in its like 3rd season because it'll just be like the first 12 episodes, they give it a try, okay, it's popular. Second one is like 20, and then third is like 60 episodes. And like there's, despite SpongeBob being a thing for like, what, 20 years at this point? It's amazing how few seasons they have, and the way they oftentimes will deliver kids' cartoons is they'll have like a weekend, and they'll be like, hey, it's SpongeBob weekend. All the new SpongeBob episodes are airing this weekend. And then, of course, they, become part of syndication. But they'll literally have, like, 30 new episodes in a weekend. Because kids aren't going to be like, Mom, Dad, I gotta tune in on Friday at 9 p.m. for SpongeBob.
For 30 weeks for my 12-minute episode.
Right.
Plus, they only count, like, for, like, a 30-minute segment when they have 2 episodes?
I count it as 2.
Okay.
The Buzzwagon, Rufus, Rough Cut, and Sawtooth. Can I just... Oh, wow. Thanks, game.
I like how the first boss was the hardest one.
Right?
Oh, BTFO. Get dunked on, son.
You know what? I don't have it on that, so I actually can't be as crazy as I was.
Is there, like, a main protagonist in Wacky Races, or are they all, like, bad guys?
That's a really good question.
Like, is the dog and the evil guy, like, the protagonist?
So they're kind of the main character, but also the bad guys. I would say... No, just looking at it, I don't think there's any... Muttley saves Dastardly only to be yelled at. Dastardly, Muttley! I think he talks like this. Muttley, catch that bird, or else it's no dinner for you! He has that, like, twirling mustache thing. I always get stuck doing... I don't think Muttley talks, by the way, doing all the dirty work. I think Muttley just laughs like this. It's like a really high-pitched, like, kind of thing. I can't do it. Dastardly's mean machine suddenly breaks down. Rats! The engine cranked out! Muttley, go find a new engine immediately! Muttley mumbles and sets out to find... Yeah, that, like, Muttley would mumble, and then when Dastardly got BTFO'd, because Muttley hated Dastardly, he would always laugh, and it was,
I remember what Muttley, like, his
it's hard for me to do.
Yeah, it's impossible to do. But I remember what he sounds like now.
This is certainly a...
Look at those butt coconuts.
Yeah, they're either literally butts or boobs. Whoa, what is this? This is like, what does that remind me of? Oh, man. Oh, Little Nemo. The groundhogs you can jump in. Holy crap. And what is that with its big eyes? Like...
It also just reminded me of Mr. Mole, or whatever it's called on Game Boy.
I know Atlus... Oh, that's true. Mole Mania.
Mole Mania.
I know Atlus didn't have, like, much to go on besides, like... Because, there's no characters besides, like, the racers. But they're just making up random things there. They're like, yep, frog. I mean...
Fight the hard hat bulls.
Granted, back in the day it was, like, spooky level, snakes, bats.
Yeah,
obviously,
no bats.
Boo, haunted house, Still one of the best references of all time. Whatever that is. It looks like it's not a kangaroo, but it has, like, baby in its belly.
That really reminds me of Ricky the kangaroo from Oracle of Seasons and Ages.
Oh, yeah. What is this? Bro. Fine, do you only jump once? What is that? What's this? What's this? Okay, it doesn't go that high. You can do the old Tanuki thing for this if you're good enough. And not crap like me. Just stay near the top. No! Okay, so my goal is to get 3 more bones. I'm gonna take my time. Because you just never know when these stages are gonna end. Oh, by the way, you know how, like, when enemies appear when you go off screen, this is, like, immediate. I noticed that on another level where I was like, holy crap. Alright.
Yoink. You can do it.
But no, legitimately, like, if you move, like, 1 pixel off screen, they will immediately be back. I'm gonna use it now and hope I get 2 more. Usually there's 1 on the boss screen, so I'm hoping that there's just 1 more. I probably don't have to be this precise. Look at this. Okay, this might be the closest to a main character. This is the Is this? Yeah, this is the Turbo Terrific, driven by Peter Perfect. Also, he looks not too much like his actual name.
I don't remember his character. I don't think I've ever
he's literally the Chad. I mean, Peter Perfect. He's like the All-American. Also, he is the easiest boss.
Yeah, you're literally. This game's getting easier.
Right? Like, interesting. I guess if you didn't have the,
Oh, crap. It's still pretty easy.
I guess if you didn't have
crap.
the bomb, this would be a lot harder. Like if you had the, heaven forbid you had the bite. Your original attack is just a bite.
That would be awful.
Bye, Peter Perfect. By the way, the 9 stages you see on here is the whole game. So it's not long. This will probably take 40 minutes. The long play is like 35 minutes. Ooh, this music. Let's go. So far it's hitting all the tunes, or it's hitting all the tropes. The second level was indeed desert. Now we have a swimming one, and Muttley can just breathe underwater because reasons. Obviously, it's a cartoon where people get blown up by dynamite, so please don't comment and be like, actually, dogs can hold their breath for a considerable amount of time. Okay, sorry. Actually, that really only happens to random Dreamcast games we do, where someone has to comment on a Let's Try and be like, Ree!
No, the heart. You didn't get the heart.
You didn't know what you were doing on this game that's labeled a Let's Try, where when you start the video you say, hey, this is our first time playing it. And then being mad, why'd you spend so much money on something if you're not good at it? Maybe I didn't spend a lot of money on it, bruh. Maybe I got it a little bit cheaper than retail. Huh? I'm seething. I'm just over here in this fun game. I'm just seething. Yeah, I can tell why I like this game when I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, whatever. Like I mean, just think of how many games we played on really any system, but especially the NES, where you play for like 1 minute and you're like, this is too hard.
Yep.
I mean, look at, it was a SNES game, but look at Last Action Hero. Like, I tried desperately to get past the first level, and I couldn't.
There's just so many. That's
and
why
I'm pretty good at games. I'm like not bad, you know. Yeah. I say that as I get hit by like the easiest enemy ever. It's over. It's over.
That's why I really like. Although the Mega Man games aren't hard, but comparatively to other NES games, they're pretty easy.
Yeah.
But that's why I really like Felix the Cat.
I agree with that as well.
That's a childhood game.
What does this guy look like? Okay, this is the Convert a Car, driven by Professor Pat Pending, because he invents stuff. This one's pretty random. Oh no, it's not at all. I thought he was just landing on me. It's actually very exact. Ah, whatever.
Oh crap!
Wow. Dude, he moves too fast for me.
Now here's a suitably hard boss.
I agree. So you gotta wait till it lands. What's it after 2? Nice, got it on the way up.
I haven't been paying attention if it's like Sonic, where every boss takes 8 hits, like specifically.
You know, I haven't been paying attention either.
I think you've hit it more than 8.
Well, remember it has the 2 spots.
Yeah, I'm just going through each phase. Maybe 9 or 10. I'll pay attention next time.
We did it. Alright, B3. Splish Bash. Also, you can, like Mega Man, you can choose any order. So I guess technically I didn't have to... I think you have to start with, like, 1, but you could start with C1, but, like...
Why?
Who's gonna do that?
Yeah, there's no, like, permanent power-ups or anything.
Also true. It's not like, the really good game... Oh, I can't jump on that. Seriously? I have to go the whole way back. It's not like the really good but really hard game Bucky O'Hare.
Yeah, that one's you get specific characters who have very specific
Oh, come on.
things.
Boo. My speedrun is ruined.
Wow, you have to go back the whole way.
Yeah, I don't see any other way to do it.
Yeah.
Alright, so next time when I make the jump, I gotta remember, there's a guy right there. We did it, Reddit. We did it. So once again, this what'd you say this was like loose, like $350 or whatever? Yeah. Is this game worth $350? You tell me.
This is a game that I wish was $20.
Right.
And was very common.
Right.
So like anyone who came in and was just like, what's a game that's not Mario? I'd be like, Wacky Races. Just get it, it's fun.
Yeah.
But no, of course, it's $350, and how many times has it got traded into the store?
Actually, never.
Zero.
I had to specifically, the way I got this is a customer of ours, he wasn't like saying anything, but I was like, hey, it's been a while, what's new? And he was like, actually, I just bought a collection from a guy. It has a bunch of NES, and I was like, oh, is any of it for sale? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you don't happen to have Wacky Races in that, do you? And he was like, actually, I do. And I was like, that's it. Like, literally, it wouldn't have even been available if I wouldn't have specifically asked for it, you know?
That's funny.
So.
And we'll probably do a bunch of random, rare NES game Let's Tries, because we've got a bunch of them.
Yeah. I just want to get one. Oh!
It is over.
I want to do Cowboy Kid as a full one, if possible. But the rest, obviously... Oh, and I want to do Action 52 as a full one. But beyond that, yes, the rest of them are not full.
Spencer's going to beat every game in Action 52.
I'm probably going to do the AVGN route and just play it for a second.
Yeah. Although he's going to beat Cheetah Man.
Yes, I am. And hopefully that leads to something else cool in the future. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah,
on Genesis.
Going back to that, like a lot of times people will be like, "Hey, I want to play a game with."
I remember this character.
So this is
I don't know why
the Compact Pussycat, driven by Penelope Pitstop.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, 60s.
Oh, like Pussycat? Yeah. I'm actually getting PTFO by this. Whoa, dude,
wow,
my timing is so bad.
You only have one heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the hardest boss.
Okay, I want to get a hit here.
Second form not be too hard. It's kind of easier, maybe?
Potentially?
It's pretty simple.
I also went for the kill them before they kill me strategy. Hey, I said to get an engine. What are we going to do with a boat mast? That's it.
Yeah.
There's no time for your silly laughing. We're still stuck in last place. Go America. Dastardly tries to head off the other Wacky Racers and is captured by Desperados. Muttley, help me! If Muttley doesn't hurry, they will surely finish in last place. Muttley groans and sets off to save Dastardly. I'm pretty sure Dastardly never finished a single race. Please, big fans of Wacky Races, don't BTFO me. Actually, in Season 1, Episode 9. Why would you even have to say Season 1? Something that has one season. In Season 1. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, especially when I truly want good games to be something that's like available. So like when someone's like, "What's the best game on the Super Nintendo?" Like a lot of people would say like Chrono Trigger. It's like, well,
especially the NES. It's like, man, I wish Little Samson was common and available. I wish Bucky O'Hare was common. I wish Felix the Cat.
All of those
Wacky
games
Races.
I would really recommend. Also, look at that bear. It's just evil.
Cowboy Kid. And there's some games that didn't even come out in America, like Gimmick is like one of the best NES games. Never came out in America.
This one, by the way, you bounce automatically. I have like no control over it. Anyway, because it's the clouds. What was I gonna say? But yeah, like especially when someone's like, "Hey, I'm looking for a game that's like not super difficult for like me and my kid." Like this would be perfect, right? Like, dude, this is a game that you and your kid. Maybe not your kid if he's like super young, but like definitely you and your kid can beat it in an hour, kind of thing. And I would recommend this to like everyone looking for something like that. If someone was like, "I want a hard game," I'd be like, just go pick a random game off the wall.
Yeah, seriously.
Or it's just.
And you can get like Ninja Gaiden's like a $20 game, but that game's impossible.
It sucks that. And Ninja Gaiden is a good game. Don't get me wrong.
It is a good game,
but it sucks that Ninja Gaiden is extremely common. Like you could probably go into literally any game store and find it for NES, and it's a game that you have to be pretty darn good. All right, so this is. I do not remember this one. This is the Crimson Hay Baler, driven by Red Max. I guess this is like a World War I reference? Really? Oh, okay, okay. I'm purposefully not getting that bone.
It's kind of scary.
That's like the only actual hard part so far. I would rather get hit than get the bone, you know what I mean? Oh, he's going up slightly higher. I'm not gonna say this is the easiest boss, but it definitely could be. Wait, he doesn't even shoot anymore?
Yeah, this one is very weird.
Is he broken? Why is it taking me so long to defeat him? Holy crap. I also like that every male character gets BTFO'd and is black-faced and whatever. Whereas the girl was nothing happened to her. She just the thing fell on her head and it slightly messed her up. I mean, you know, it's 1992. You can't.
It reminds me of they added in the Crash Bandicoot and Sane trilogy.
Whoa.
They added Coco as a playable character, but all of her deaths are the most tame thing possible. Meanwhile, Crash gets annihilated.
Doesn't when he hits TNT, doesn't he explode and only his shoes fall
Yeah,
down?
but nothing happens to Coco or anything.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm sure you'll get we're not actually complaining. We're not being what? It's just well.
But there's other ones like Crash, the guy with the sword. If
there is some slowdown right now.
If they attack you with the sword, Crash gets cut in half. But I forget exactly what happens with Coco, but nothing like that.
Yo, look at that background. We need an enemy for this stage. Bunny on pogo stick. Got it. Put it in.
At least it's not a safety pin.
Yeah, right. I was thinking paperclip, but yeah.
Safety pins as an enemy.
I mean, if I had 52 games to make in a month or whatever, I'd be it's called the Ooze, and you play as Booberina. Next, literally next. Oh man. I just not to harp on it too much, but man, and this game isn't a ridiculously late NES game. May 1992. Yeah, the Super was out by this point, but there are games from that period. Dr. Mario came out in that time period. I think this is the Bulletproof Bomb, driven by the Ant Hill Mob. I don't understand the reference. Oh crap.
They're a 50s mob, I guess.
Yeah, but I guess they're tiny because reasons. Okay. Ooh, this is not going good.
Just hitting them is really awkward because of these stupid blocks.
Oh, he goes up here now.
Sort of. Okay, so he goes down the middle. I don't know what he's doing.
Or it just does what it wants.
Okay, when he goes up, he always goes down the middle before going...
Okay, cool. That one I was a bit worried about. That also reminds me of Darkwing Duck. The whole thing going on there reminds me of Darkwing Duck. Alright, 2 more stages. But yeah, I would love to be yo, we've never had Cowboy, until recently, when I got the one, we've never had a single loose copy of Cowboy Kid in. Oh, okay. It plays by that rules. I wasn't sure. You know how sometimes it's Cactus fine. This time it's Cactus no fine. But yeah, I'd love to be yo, Cowboy Kid. It's awesome game. It even happens for Super Nintendo, what's a really unique game? Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Not ridiculously rare, but it's what, 60, 70 bucks nowadays. It's pretty much to the point where when someone's I want to make a flash cart thing, or I want to flash cart a SNES classic, I'm I fully support you doing that. I'm not going to give you any advice because as a game store, we really oughtn't to do that.
Also,
and
I don't know how to do that.
also, yeah, literally, I do not know how to do that. But, like, when someone's like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, get a SNES Classic and put, like, all the games on it, I'm like, yeah, at this point, why not? It's not like Nintendo's like, there's tons of games to download on the Switch or whatever. Like, yeah, they have, some games on the Nintendo Switch Online, but it's not, like, hundreds or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just, like, the very Nintendo core games.
Right. Or if someone's like, I really want to try out Wacky Races or Little Samson or whatever, I'd be like, for the love of God, just, like, I don't know. I don't know how ROMs and emulators are nowadays because Nintendo's really hardcore. But, like, I assume there's still some places you can get them. So I'd be like, of course, what do you want to spend? $2,000 on a cartridge? Or just, even something that's like $50, I'd be like, alright, so this is the Arkansas Chugabug, driven by Luke and Blubber Bear, based. I guess Blubber Bear is scared of everything.
But yeah, I have about the same opinion. I think that if you want to emulate a game that's, like, not available or you just cannot get it other than, like, buying a physical cartridge, and especially if they are making, like, when you buy, like, Little Samson on NES, it's not like the Little Samson devs are getting any money, it's just a reseller.
Right.
But I think that people that, you know, pirate or emulate games that are available...
Yeah, that's lame.
Crappy.
That's lame. Like, back in the day when J-tagging 360s was a thing, when 360 was still new, I was like, yeah, I'm not about that.
Like, Switch emulation has been, like, available for, like, day one games for, like, years now. It sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, the only time I could ever see it being, like, reasonable is if, like, the games end up being, like, really cheap used or whatever.
But it's funny because
don't.
There's obviously no emulation for, like, PS5 or Series X, but, like, Switch games for us sell, like, 20 to 1 for any PS5 game. Like, no one buys PS5 games, and even though Switch emulation is easy, people buy those in droves, so it doesn't really... Anyone that's, like, emulating a game, it's a very, very small minority. So I don't think it's something to get, like, super, like, rustled about.
Yeah, when people are talking about, like, pirating stuff and whatever, it's like, maybe... No, back in the day before streaming, maybe movies and stuff like that. But now that streaming is so easy, it's just, like, I can't see...
Yeah.
Pirate Bay and stuff like that is for, like, the top 1% of people who are, like...
And it's such a small minority. It just seems like it's more because it's always the very vocal minority. Like, if someone's getting a Steam Deck and they're pirating games, they're gonna tell me. And it's gonna be annoying.
It's true, though.
But, yeah, there's something about people that get, like, emulate games that they just have to tell you about it.
This skunk is literally shooting billiard balls at me. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. I thought I could land on that rock. Luckily, there was a thing right underneath me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, people who run... What is this? It's like a gecko, but, like, it runs like an idiot? Interesting. The emulator people or the piracy people are literally the video game version of vegans.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Just having to be like, I'm vegan, by the way. It's like, thanks. There's that, you know, the meme of, like, the person who walks up to a person peeing in a urinal, and there's, like, 40,000 urinals, and he stands right next to him. I'm vegan, by the way.
I have a Steam Deck, by the way.
Yeah! It's the same. Thanks.
And again, I literally have a Steam Deck. It is 2 feet from me. But, I don't know, just being like, I have a Steam Deck, I emulate Switch games on it. It's so lame to me.
Yeah,
it's
like...
not even from a game store thing. It's just like...
Talk to me 10 years from now. Oh my god, that was actually a hard jump. When, Oh, this might be the final boss, actually.
I know these guys.
Yeah, this is the Boulder Mobile, driven by the Slag Brothers.
Yeah, I remember this design.
Oh, I don't have the thing.
It is over.
It actually could be. Oh.
If you die, do you lose the bomb?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh! Ow. Oh, anti-clutch it out. No! Oh, I saw it right there. Oh, I did it! Oh my gosh! Wow.
That was like a frame.
That was literally like a frame. Now what? You got caught too? Drats and double drats!
What?
Thanks to you, we came in last place again! or I guess, hey. Stop that! Well, that's the whole meme is what's his name? Oh my god, my brain just exploded. He does everything and Dastardly does nothing and he still yells him. Stop that dumbfounded laughing! Yeah, that was actually the final boss.
Crap.
I guess there is technically no final boss because you could do it in any order.
Yeah, but that was like, seriously, like a frame off.
That's crazy.
John Yamamoto.
What if I didn't die on the first boss and that was the difference between like winning or, you know, not dying once? That'd be crazy.
Anyway,
I'm glad we did this game.
Yeah.
It still holds up for what I remember. I never remembered it as, oh my god, this is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
Oh yeah, this is like a 7, 8 out of 10. Very solid NES game.
Yeah.
And for the NES, that is very high praise. I don't hate the NES, but a lot of games are just like trash.
I mean, you're gonna see in the coming weeks on the channel, we're gonna do a lot of games. Some are officially released, some are not officially released. That like are official Nintendo releases. That you're like, why was this made? You know what I mean? Like, just to ridiculous level. I guess I'm gonna let this go through. I can't imagine that this is gonna take too long, just in case there's something at the end. But
yeah, teams back then were like 20 people.
Probably 50% of the reason this game is expensive is because it's Atlus. Yes, the trophy is all mine. We'll see, Snicker. I don't think Muttley. Oh my god. I don't think Muttley talks.
And
I like how Muttley does everything, and also, by the way, you defeat every single racer, every single one, and yet you get last place, even though you specifically defeat them.
Yeah, you get like caught from nowhere. Okay.
I think this is one of those where it just sits on the end screen always. All right, guys, that was Wacky Races. Well, Trevor stepped on the thing, but it's okay because we beat the game. Look at that, Snicker. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Ooh, I like that. That looks really cool.
I shouldn't have turned off the lights.
All right, guys.
I like how there's Japanese characters coming through. That's
actually
so weird.
Really cool. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.